There we go. Yes. Bam! Welcome back, everybody. I'm Jade Monkey. We're back here in Rust, and we're talking about the Rust monuments that you'll be looking for your first wipe day that's coming up soon. Hopefully, by the time you're watching this, we're either playing it, or at least we know when this is happening. And these are the monument guides for the Rust console beta, but also the full release for the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, the PS5, the Series X, and the Series S. Man, that is a mouthful. Whew! Alright, so at any time, if you find this useful and helpful, be sure to drop a like. I do have more monument guides over on my channel. I'll go ahead and link that now in the upper right-hand corner. You can go check those out. A whole slew of monument guides to help you find the red cards, the green cards, all that good stuff. From building guides to rating guides, you name it. And again, we will be playing this heavily over on the console beta, and hopefully during the beta we get to do the crossplay. Between the PlayStation and the Xbox. Can't wait. Look at all this detail popping in super late. And I can't even see Razor yet. There he is. He's hiding in the bushes. What a creep! Hey. What we're doing, I just struck out. So we're doing the abandoned cabins, one of the places where you can find green cards and also some fairly decent loot. Again, the abandoned cabins will spawn on a procedural map. And typically you won't see, well, they're all procedural maps, let's get real. But this is a standard size map. You will see all the different monuments in different locations from server to server, from wipe to wipe. And typically you don't see an abandoned cabins monument close to the thicker ring road. Either it's by itself or it has one of these dirt trails. But this is rare, or you actually have it wrapping around. So, you know, just keep that in mind. These are usually buried in there. But this is a 0-tier monument, and this is where you can find a green card, among other things. Also, so since we're around this road, look for junk piles like this over here. I mean, that's not necessarily particular to the abandoned cabins, but they have a tendency to spawn heavier around here, so just keep a lookout. You can find other junk piles. I don't think I see another one. Also, road signs. Bap those with some, what is this, the paddle? You can slap these. I'm like, what is this? You get pipes and road signs. Road signs translate to defense clothing for you, and the pipe can translate to weapons and other little goodies, namely double barrel. All right, so the abandoned cabins, no radiation whatsoever. Ooh, you know what I forgot to do? You guys should know this by now if you've watched a few of these. Always drop down a bag and a stash close to your bag. I'm going to go ahead and do that now. In a bush, we'll call this one cabs. And then I think I've got one of these bad boys. And I like to stick food in here and possibly some other crusty clothing. And then we'll hold the action button and then bury it. So if you get slapped, or let's say you're over in your base and you want to just fast travel over here, you can always escape and then force that respawn. And then you'll be over here. You can pick one of your sleeping bags. Anyways, over to the cabins. We'll go right to the green card here. There's two sides to this. There's always an open swamp area here, and there's the two-story cabin. If you go into the rocker floor, as it were, you'll see a desk, and bam, right there on the table. Snatch that bad boy. Also, right behind the desk, boom, another crate. Well, a crate. You've probably seen lots of crates now. So you've got the standard 5 scrappy doodles, then you've got a metal pipe, and down here is also another crate. The semi-body, the all-important, the mighty semi-body, so important for your first and mid-tier. Dare I say, late game too. Alright, so let's go ahead and go over to the other cabin side here. Razor was saying earlier, you can jump in the water to reduce the sound, because listen how loud that is. That's crazy loud. If you go over here, you can see the food crate. You'll see water in there. You'll also see a morsel of food. Sometimes you'll only get just water, but throw that on the ground. Then you've got another crate here. Spring. Ooh, that's really good. That's for weapons all the way. The 5, and then you've got the flame turret. Really good for defense. And then over on this side. So the abandoned cabins also have usually a food crate laying around too on the outskirts. So right here you can see the granola bar. Honestly, these are good. You'll end up stockpiling a lot of this stuff in your base, especially if you're food poor or it's difficult to grow food in your area. There's another junk pile here. You got some more barrels. You can see this off the main trail here. Now, one of the other things about the swamp is clearly it's in the swamp, but oddly enough, as disgusting as this water looks, you can drink it. It looks like water you would pee in. You can go right up there in the middle. Although,
toilet water.
what's really weird though, if you're on the edge, it'll sometimes say salt. Oh, I guess not.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Well, just know.
I've gotten that glitch before.
Yeah, you can
Don't
drink
the salt water.
Yeah, don't eat the yellow snow. Then you walk up here, and then you can drink it. But if you have a water container, I'm gonna hit the action button here, and I can fill this up. So you can take this back to your base for clean drinking water. You can also use this for growing crops. You can literally throw them on your crops if you can't afford the sprinkler system. He's really just throwing that down. Water is super valuable. As you start to really progress through here, you'll see that the buff system is really good there, so you'll need clean water. And oftentimes, even if you're not really looting this area, if you're growing crops, sometimes you'll sneak over the cover of darkness just to fill up a couple water jugs here because it's clean water. Just saying.
Yeah, for sure.
The T-buffs are OP,
sure.
man. Like, they're so good. Anyways, so let's go. Did we already do this cabin part? Yeah, we did. All right, so walking around here, this is something that a lot of people overlook, or they don't think about this enough. This place is literally a sulfur mine. And what do I mean by that? There are a lot of these pickup sulfur nodes, and they're fairly well hidden. Even though some people may grab the easy stuff out in the water, like look, there's one sulfur node that counts for 50. There's another one. There's even some under the garbage over here. I saw it earlier. This little guy, that's not that sneaky. Look, 2 right there. That's 50 apiece. 1 right there, 1 right there. An actual sulfur node you harvest. Look under the dock and the trash. Usually find some back here. Oh, boom, right here. Did I call it? Look at this. There's even more. I know there's more. There's more on the other side for sure. Like, walk through the weeds. Take a look. It's going to be there. There's always tons of sulfur in here. It's worth it. Like, even just for loading up your few yokas or even some shotgun traps right away, or just your beginner pistol bullets. Dude, walk through the abandoned cabins, man. I'm telling you, that's where it's at. There's going to be more over here. I know where it is. Come on. I just want to show you some of the sneaker spots where this can actually lurk. There's some all the way up here, too. Look at this. Boom. There's another one. There's a couple under the dock here, too. It's, like, super sneaky. Like in the trash. Is it on this
sometimes
side?
it spawns there and
Here.
sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, look. Like right there. And a lot of times people think that they got them all, but trust me, you don't. And sometimes you get even more of those bigger nodes. So anywhere between like 400 to like 1,000. And the beauty of these pieces here is you don't need a tool to pick them up. You just pick them up. So a good place to keep coming back to. All right, let's see. What else we got here? You got some wood you can also bap on too if you've got a tool on you. Some of this lower wood. Sometimes it's good to do that because the trees aren't going to fall down, so it's a bit more low-key for you. So just keep that in mind. Because when you're chopping down a major tree like this, it makes a ton of noise, and then it also changes the silhouette, and a lot of people can see that giant animation as well. So you cannot build in the abandoned cabins area here, but you can build along the side. Well, you get the idea. That my critical thing fell under the terrain. Yay! But a lot of times you'll see people again building here, and then their third story or whatever will have a window that's looking into other areas that they want to control, i.e. the green card area. But this place does not have a recycler, but it does slingshot you into the other monuments that do have things that you do want. So the green card is especially important. I mean, let's be real. If you want to get to the blue card, if you want to get to the red card, you're going to have to start here. So you might as well get some sulfur, you might as well get some loot, and, you know, clap a few people along the way. So there you go. This is the Abandoned Cabins guide. Hopefully you found this useful and helpful. And if you did, be sure to drop a like. The Boyfriend Squad will be streaming this heavily, and as soon as the NDA is lifted, we will be streaming it, and you'll see all 3 of us. You'll see RazorTube here, you'll see myself, Jade Monkey, and BioLaser. Look at you go. Bingo! Yeah, see, there you go. If I'm far away and you see that, I'm like, let's go get that guy's that guy's farming wood for us. Let's take it. So yeah, it's a good place. You see lots of people build around here and constantly just moving in because there's no rads, and you can just pick up most things with your dirty little fingers. So why not? All right, we'll see you guys in the next video /live stream. Bye! Nail gun.